through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and 6 coming up. Pollard will take it up the gut. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Now a give here to Pollard. Here's 2nd down. Here's Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Tense moments in overtime of a Super Bowl. Remember, a touchdown doesn't yet clinch it as they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 54 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A nice start for them here to overtime. And maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT because you just want to settle in as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. I think we can safely call this one of the greatest games ever played as we now head to a 3rd overtime of this Super Bowl. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 33. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. Now Mostert. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And room there to work it inside the 25. So the T clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Well, welcome back to the millions watching nationally and around the world.